Hello, 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 hello. How we doing today, everybody? We all good? Oh, perfect timing. Thank you for the 1 year resub, the 12 months of resub at tier 3, Big Mama Bear. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. And also thank you for the follow, Tracer M6C. Hello, Love Mystery. Hello, Okoya. Hello, Maxim. Hello, Grimmy. Hello, Tracer. Hello, Cal. I know I saw Cal. You're on a 130 stream streak. That's wild. I'm doing good today, guys. I hope you guys are doing all right as well. We're gonna play some more hardcore Palworld today. We are about at the first tower, but I want to make sure that I want to make sure I'm ready for it. We're kind of like big fans or something like that. Yeah. Got a new library card recently, so I'm happy. Hell yeah. Might end up in California in November. Haven't confirmed it just yet. A few friends invited me to go with them to TwitchCon. LOL. Oh, nice. I liked the pink flamingo shirt you wore on Tuesday. I appreciate that. It's a fun one. I had to keep the vibes high with the shirt because it was gonna be an episode of D&D. You want some company co-op play? No. Thanks though. What a full year subbing is amazing goofball. Wish I could have been able to do it even sooner. Mon Lintois. What? I got the first part of that, which is kind. I don't know what the rest of those letters mean. Mon Lintois. Might go to TwitchCon too. Hell yeah. I don't think I'm going to be going to TwitchCon. It means I love you, silly couillons. Oh, all right. I believe you. You're going to show dates in Texas. Not at the moment, Tracer. The only show date that I have right now is September 4th at the Flappers in Burbank. I took the last year or so off of touring for mental and physical health reasons. And I am just now slowly getting myself back into it. I have to be careful. I tend to only have two switches. I tend to only have two modes, and it's off or 112%. And so I gotta be real diligent about taking this slowly so that I don't throw myself back into burnout and depression. It's not normally a thing I would go to, but I want to see my friends. I haven't seen them in like 2 years now. That'll be fun. It'll be a good time. We love being able to see friends. I updated the Palworld overlay a little bit. Let me this a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. It's Pal Chat now. Get it? Instead of the chat, it says Pal Chat. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just so fun and exciting? Okay, I gotta remember where I'm at, who's on my team. Eiktherdir, Annie, Herbal, Wrongtown, and Zadok. I'm adding a new rule. Are you still doing the random chat names? I am. Yes. I'm adding a new rule. I'm only allowing myself to have... I'm only allowing myself to have multiple of one pal for the purpose of condensing only. If I have a pal in my party, I can't have that same pal at the base, vice versa. And if one of my pals dies, I have to get rid of all of the all the multiples of that pal as well, and I'm not allowed to catch another one. We're adding that rule because I you know how I like to make games harder for myself. Nuzlocke? In a way, sort of. It's going to make expeditions very different. Not if they don't die. Well, I guess I'm not going to put that much effort into an expedition. If they want to go on the expedition, I just hit auto. Hard skin, muscle head, insomnia. Okay. The other thing is... The first tower is an electric boss. So I definitely need to up my ground type pals. And unfortunately, Zadok is not going to fit into that one. So we got MC Properi. We need a name for Herbal, and we need a name for Eiktherdir. So let's start with Eiktherdir. If you're in chat and you want a pal named after you, type !new pal. Okay, Rehawk's 14. Ooh, Love Mystery with a 94. It looks like Love Mystery is going to take this one with a 94. Love Miss Deary. Love Miss Deary or Love Mr. Deer? Miss Deary. Confirm. Do I have the saddle unlocked? I need one more level. Okay. We can get that for sure, for sure. Naming herbal pals? Ain't nobody got time for that shot. What? Naming herbal pals, ain't nobody got time for that shot. Time. Right. Okay. I understand the words you're saying to me. I don't understand how... Is it because his name is Herbal? Because we're about to name Herbal. If you're in stream and you want Herbal named after you, you gotta do !new pal. Tracer got a 16. Rehox is a 10. Grimmy got an 82. Maxim 41. Looks like Grimmy is going to take this one. I guess the full name is Grimmy the First. We can do something with that. If Grimmy wants Grimble, we can give Grimble. But otherwise, Grimmy the Gerbil. Righteous. Righteous. Okay. We have to report to the small settlement. And go back to the small settlement and report to the chief. Oh, do we have enough to build the... We do have enough to build the primitive furnace. This is good. What about the hack towers? Is there any rules about that? I don't think so. Is there a reason that there should be a rule about the towers? Something that I'm not that I'm not thinking of. So it is hardcore world. It's hardcore mode, right? So if I die, the run is over. If any of my pals die, the pals die forever. There's no way to bring them back. And that's just part of the actual world settings. Okay. We need to put in an order of ore for Fox Sparks to cook up while we're out. 28 pal spheres right now. God, I can't wait for this pickaxe to be replaced. My God. I see a treasure chest. So primitive, I know. Stone pickaxes? Are you kidding me? You play near endgame too much, you start to forget how slow just everything is at the beginning. Dude, you are nowhere near endgame. In this one, I know. I know I'm not. I'm saying on the other playthroughs, I'm closer to endgame. And therefore, I tend to forget how slow everything is. All right, let's have Fox Sparks work there. Vixie should be... nice. Okay. Is there anything that I am for missing. Statue of Power. I don't think I have a monitoring stand. I just need some wood for... I always need some wood. Always need some wood. I can also put another pal. So I gotta make another bed. And I can put another pal down in there. That Lamball just staring at me. Don't stare at me like that, Lamball. You know what you've done. Okay.
Hey Quasimodo, here to ring the bells?
Drink water!
You're like if John Henry of John Henry fame had a floating cat. That's definitely one way of phrasing that. Hack Towers can give you advanced schematics is all. I don't know how hardcore you were going. What's up, Charles? Yeah, so I'm just playing hardcore mode. So all the settings that Palworld naturally has as their hardcore settings. Plus the addition of... The one thing that I'm adding on is if one of my pals dies, I have to get rid of all multiples of that pal. If it turns out to be too easy, then I can maybe look at changing some more stuff and imposing new extra rules on myself. Fried egg. Let's do this. Inventory full. That's not true. Okay. Do I even have a Lamball in my farm? I don't. Pacifist, easygoing, noble? Noble. Alright, let's throw this guy in there. Get in the farm. Okay. And then maybe if Foxsparks finishes fast enough, he can work on cooking up all these berries. I love the way that Lamball runs. Honestly, I love the attention to detail that this game put into making all of their pals feel different and unique and have their own personalities. If you don't mind me asking, why did you stop making the state skits? Depression. I got hella burnt out and very depressed, random weeb. It wasn't just because I was reading the news every fucking day for 5 years, although that had something to do with it. I was also just kind of burning myself out in, like with touring and stuff. So it just got harder and harder for me to read the news and be able to make jokes about it without just sounding angry all of the time. And I didn't like feeling angry all of the time. I'm sure I'll get back into it eventually, but right now. I simply cannot. Does anyone else wake up in a panic and not remember the dream, or is that just a me thing? It's not just a you thing. I know that. Doesn't happen to me, but I know it does happen to people. Am I wearing the headband? I am. But I'm not wearing I am wearing the better cloth outfit. Okay. You don't dream, right, Ben? I do sometimes. It's not frequent. Kind of hard when the headlines just sound like they belong in The Onion. Yeah. You like the floating cat of destruction, Ben? Yeah, Daydream's pretty cool. Oh, I just got cloth outfit number 3. Okay. Unfortunately, and this is the biggest problem with, I think, having the experience rate not super low, is that I'm pretty sure by the time I can craft this level of cloth outfit, I'll be on to the next. And thank you for the 3 stream streak, Austin James. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Ben about to be in that drip, or whatever the kids say. That is kind of similar to something the kids say. Ooh, an egg. Before my dad died, it got to where I was this close to confiscating the remote from him at 6:30 so he wouldn't shout himself into a heart attack. But then what's he gonna do? See, I also wouldn't really use this. I don't really use the skill fruits all that much in my normal playthrough, but I feel like they're gonna be a bit more useful in the hardcore playthrough because pals can die forever. Yeah, I've not explored this way. I'm not level 11, so I don't want to try my luck with the chillet yet. But I do eventually want to catch that chillet. The multiple pal rule, you just put, yeah, I can see skill first mattering. Yeah, I think especially early game when there's just less pals to choose from. So if I need multiple watering pals, I gotta like travel. I like how this other one just didn't notice his friend getting shot. Whew. Is the level up? I do wonder if you didn't mean that rule towards breeding. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, breeding would be the exception, but that's it. And I would only be able to breed 2 of the same pal if I'm trying to get a bunch of the same pal specifically for condensing. Grimmy the gerbil. Okay. The Eichter deer saddle is good. We're going to need that. We're going to need the meat cleaver. We're going to need the medieval medicine workbench. And then Oh, I don't have ancient points for that. Okay. There's Chillet. Maybe if I bring a Fox Sparks. Ugh. Got to figure out how to condense. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Use the PAL condenser. Go into it. And then the first PAL you click on in the menu is the PAL that remains. What's up, Ard? Good morning. No, I have not died yet. Okay, the other thing is, I know that there's a... Well, let's get a little iron here. Hey, who's that? A newbie pal tamer. Ooh. Debating on whether or not I should include ice cream in my grocery order. That feels more like a medical question then, and I cannot answer that for you, Charles. Your aim is better than mine. A lot of practice, Tracer. Okay, let's get a little bit of this iron. And then let's go unlock that other great eagle statue. And let's see where Fox Sparks is on the ore. Because if we have enough ore, and we have enough of the other stuff as well, we can make the Eiktherdir saddle. Weapon is damaged. All right. Probably not. My sugars have been good, and I'd like to keep it that way. Well, there's your answer. It is unfortunately the sad answer, but it is probably the good answer. I don't think I've ever played I've never done a run through of Palworld with 100% or higher experience rate. I've always lowered the experience rate. This is actually, playing on hardcore is the closest that I've played a run to 100% experience. No! I was out. Come on, Hoocrates. Okay. God, those things are annoying. I watched a video where the guy said reducing the XP to 0.35 is where he experienced the game's progression with the tech tree unlock. That is what I have found as well, Tracer. Unfortunately, I think on console at least, you can't lower the experience rates by 0.05s, so you have to go by tenths. Which means I just play on 0.3 and deal with it. as opposed to 0.4 and it feels too fast. Shit. Ow. Okay. Cow would be good. Don't you run from me. I'm saving you, Matsurina, from the outside world. Don't you know it's scary out there? Oh, it's crazy. I leveled up again. I guess we'll take the crossbow, the metal spear, the metal chest, the cooler box. Okay, Mother Gothel. Ow. There's a... I think there's another eagle, great eagle statue out that way, so I'm gonna go check that. Damn, if I had fishing unlocked, there's a rainbow passive pal right over there. Ow. Okay. Do 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 do. There's an alpha pal, the purple one, and then the green one just means it has a guaranteed rainbow passive. But alas, I do not have the fishing pole unlocked yet. Dire Howl over there. Guess I gotta be a little bit careful. Nightwing up there. He won't attack me unprovoked. The Dire Howl will. What you want? Have you ever encountered a wild thwack? Alright. Give a thwack. What you gotta do to unlock the fishing pole? I gotta get to level 15 to get the beginner fishing pole. But beginner fishing pole is hard. Fishing is almost unwinnable. All right, here's a great eagle statue. I believe in you, Sha. Thanks. We'll see. Supply drop. Oh, that is... I'm gonna die if I go over there. I don't want to die. Not right now. Not like that. When I can live instead. The fishing is the same minigame as Stardew Valley. That's what I have been told. I have never played Stardew Valley. But that is what I have been told. Okay, all 30 ingots. Nice. Have fun. I'm too old for this. Be well. Thanks for the comedy. Thanks for popping in, William. As always, have a great night. I think I picked up something, right? Runner, Vanguard, Diet Lover. Yeah. Oops. No. Okay. When do I get the PAL condenser? I thought I got it earlier than this. Oh, literally one more level. Got it. Gang, I'm downloading information and still don't have a computer. So, okay, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, Jade. How are you downloading information? Just my phone. Oh, okay. So you like pranks, eh? I'm surprised that one joke hasn't gotten you not alive yet, by the way. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Manadion's Fury? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I tried my best. Okay, can I make a... I cannot. But I can make this. Okay, so I'm going to make nails, and then I can make the... Stardew is what you play when you want to do mind-numbing playing. We love a little cozy game action. Oh, wait. Oh, I needed more. Gosh dang it. One more time. Gonna celebrate. Oh, yeah. Menadion. Which syllable has the emphasis? You gotta full capitalize the syllable that has the emphasis on it. Cozy game action. That's a perfect description. Not my description, Big Mama Bear. That is the name of the genre of game. So if you like games like that, it's really hard to pronounce. Probably not. So, yeah. All you gotta do is spell out what you just did, Menadion, but you capitalize the letters Menadion. Okay, so D-E-E would be all caps. If you ever have to type it again, it'd be men, capital D-E-E on. And then people would be like, ah, I see what's happening here. Okay, metal pickaxe. A strange feeling not want to go to work. Last person only left me 2 5s and 8 1s in my drawer. Can I just go back to bed now? That's rough, Grimmy. Okay, let's do this. Discard this. Dude, the funniest thing, I ran into Jonah the very next time I was on my way to in the second city. Oh, hell yeah. Did you say hey? And I say hey. Hey, hey, hey. I did. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate the rain we're getting in Texas, but I'm going to miss the lunar eclipse because of it. It even rained in SoCal, so I feel like Mother Nature is just like, you don't deserve the eclipse. I told him I chat in your chat, as one does. Nice. Do you have cough drops, Ben? I don't. Is feeling okay? I feel fine. But sometimes, y'all know how it is. Sometimes my missing thyroid doth catch some phlegm, and I just get stuck like that. Okay. I need more iron ingots for the metal axe. Basically for everything. So let's start my guys on this. We'll take that. I do this. I wonder. Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll put the other egg in there. Let's keep the eggs in here. We can put the schematic in there. And we'll just throw the 3 skill fruits in there. And then what the extra shit in here. Grimmy the Herbal. Levels. Oh, damn. That shot him up to level 13. That's crazy. That's crazy. Happy little fox sparks. Take these baked berries. What the fuck story, please? Oh, I had thyroid cancer, Manadian, and they took my thyroid from me. On purpose. And so now just like my throat does weird shit. Oh, I was told from a handful of people that started was a farm simulator, RPG, Harvest, Moonlight, etc., but I didn't hear the genre of cozy game action. Definitely going to check out that. I'm slow as molasses with video gaming and finding what I like, forever learning new things and loving it. Merci for the info shot. Yeah. So it's like if you were to do so cozy game is the umbrella term, and inside cozy game umbrella term, you're going to find farm simulators, harvest games, stuff like that. RPG is a different. It's an even bigger umbrella. It's a different umbrella entirely. So role-playing game just means you're playing as a character. You're playing a role in the game, and you get to like level up and change and decide how your character grows. Oh, shite. Congrats on getting your organs harvested. Oh, thank you so much. Good thing they didn't take your thyroid in an accident. Yeah, that would be awful. I probably would have hated that. Okay, let's see. Do I have... I do. Let's grab some more. Wait, do I have enough for the Eiktherdir saddle? I need more wood. Always need more wood. That'll work. You didn't have to do the chemo route. My sister was cured by an operation as well. Not chemo per se. There is a follow-up. There is a radioactive follow-up. So they make you take radioactive iodine. You have to go on a low iodine diet for a couple weeks beforehand. And then you take a radioactive iodine pill. And the microscopic bits of the leftover pieces of your thyroid just eat up iodine. So you irradiate the iodine, you put it in your system, And then the last remaining pieces of your thyroid suck up all the radioactive iodine, just killing themselves. And then you weirdly enough, piss it all out. Okay, so I need 5 iron ingots and 3 horns. So I need to go find horns, which I guess I can get. There are a lot of things that have iodine. So the most common thing in America that has iodine is salt. Every country, more or less, has a different way of making sure that that their population gets enough iodine. The route that America has chosen is by putting in the salt. If you live in, like, the UK, you really don't need extra iodine because of how much fish is in your diet. So, like, seafood is usually pretty high in iodine. So, like, the UK doesn't have extra iodine in the salt because of how much seafood is in their normal diet. Did the whole chemo thing. I was amazed how effective it was, but I did not get the radioactive iodine, so I did not get any mutant superpowers like you. I did ask my doctor of nuclear medicine if I was going to get spider powers, and she kept telling me no. And the reason she kept telling me no is because I kept asking. Shit. Why? Okay, I have like no, I have no carry weight. Oh my, I knew how that sentence was going to end and I still laughed. And that's the magic of storytelling, baby. That is the magic of storytelling. Weakling, kind of. Thank God I had, okay, let me put, it's the 30 logs. I didn't realize I had 30 logs in my inventory. I gotta make a garage or something for all my extra bullshit. Was your favorite obscure fun to say word? Mine is anesthesiologist. I'm not sure. Acquiescence? Was it the VA? Because the VA doesn't use isotopes that give superpowers because soldiers can't be on performance enhancers like that. No, it was not the VA. Technically, I cannot be serviced by the VA. Grab a cat, gives you 100 extra weight. I know, but my cat is doing too much at base right now. And I have to keep him at base. Why not? Aren't you a vet? I am a vet, but I'm not enough of a vet for the VA to expend resources on me. Because none of my active duty orders were longer than... I forget the amount of time it has to be, but I think it's like you have to have active duty orders of longer than like 90 days. And because I was a reservist, of course, all of my active duty orders whenever I got them were exactly 29 days long, so that they didn't have to pay for my housing at any month in particular. Does hardcore mode mean you're also effectively nuzlocking with your pals? Sort of, yes. Korthos. So, in the hardcore settings of Palworld, if one of your pals dies, there's no way to bring it back. I, personally, am putting a harder rule of I'm not allowed to have any more than one of any one type of pal unless I'm specifically trying to condense them. Do you have any other missing bits besides your thyroid, I mean? Just some scratches and dents in my brain, I think. You're welcome for my service, or whatever. Okay. These streams are so great. Appreciate it. I need a medieval medicine workbench and a second berry plantation. What do I need? 5 nails and 10 wood. Might as well. Ooh, my cloth outfit is done. 22 defense, 105 health. This is 19 defense and 91 health. Better is better. Better is better. I don't think I'm gonna need another one. So let's just discard these. They're just taking up space. Forget, did you wind up getting to all 50 states? I'm at 49. Hawaii is the only state I have yet to go to. Okay. No offense, I was a volunteer firefighter for over 15 years, and even the county and city I worked for is like, who are you again? I'm just the guy that puts out the fires. No big deal. No big deal. Don't you worry about me. Oh, I mean for like join to the table. Oh. No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I left off with that. But I know I'm not at 50. What can I make? I mean, recovery meds would be nice. I assume. Need a second berry plantation. Okay. My Massachusetts friend sent me your videos, and that's how I knew about you. Hell yeah. My dad being from Buffalo probably helped me quite a bit in understanding. My dad's from Buffalo, and I have an aunt that lives just outside of Boston. I think you left off on 31 states, but I could be wrong. I'm sure it's close to that. Oh, we have a visitor. A PAL recruiter. What do you want, PAL recruiter? Puffled? In early days, Puffled? Yeah. He's got 4 negative passives. Great. Wonderful. I need a metal chest, sphere workbench, and another PAL. I don't think I've unlocked the sphere. Yeah, that's at the next level. Puffle should have the same skill as Daydream. And yet he don't. All right, let's do this. The first peep who's made me want to try Palworld. Hell yeah. It's a lot of fun. I think they did a really good job of, like, picking the best aspects of several different games and applying them. Can I ask if you has the spicy neurons? If you ask me like I'm a 30-year-old man who had cancer and served in the military. See, you never seem 30. That's because you don't know me, Phineas. You've done 40 states, I counted. Oh, hell yeah. Spicy neurons is crazy. It's not that crazy. That's pretty standard. That is colloquial lingo right now. You have a differently wired brain. I do. I'm all sorts of fucked up. I got ADHD and CPTSD. I don't know, you feel like a perpetual 27 from how I see you online. Yep. And that's how it will stay. Better? Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to buy into the infantilization of language. I don't like the I'm baby trend. I don't like neurospicy. I feel like people with mental illnesses, mental disabilities, physical disabilities, and women are already infantilized enough as is. I don't think that we should be doing that ourselves with the language we choose to use. That is my personal opinion. If you want to use it, go ahead, but don't use it with me. As many crawfish bowls that I assume you've been to, Sha, I'm sure you get plenty of spices in that dome of yours. It's true. My cat has decided to sleep on my back. You're stuck there now. I'm sorry. That's just how that works. Why am I always missing wood? I need 3 horns. I know where to get it from. The place where I have to go for my mission anyway. Sorry about that. My brain's also very ADHD brain, so I get you. Está bien. Even Ben, hi everyone. What's up, Red Sky? Welcome in. Cool. And then this guy should sell horns that I can buy. Buy like 5 horns. Need a pupper to chop wood. The pupper is on my team right now. Let us see on YouTube again. What other games do you play? Elden Ring is the only other game I think I've played on stream so far, Billy. I'm not opposed to trying other games, but so far, it's pretty much just Elden Ring and Palworld. Just the 2 games out right now that are really drawing my interest. Piquing my interest, if you will. Okay, while this is going, I'm going to step away real quick. I can use the restroom. I'm going to refill my water. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. And the saddle is complete. How nice. Now I can ride Ike Deer. Or Love Miss Deary. I can build a metal chest. That's nice. Drinking vase? Ah, she's making fun of me for how big my cup is. The bigger the cup, the less you gotta fill up. Everybody knows. All right, so we just want wood, stone, ores in this one. Nope. Yup. Oh, gosh dang it. Speaking of your cup, I can't tell if it's a normal size or it's actually just bigger than normal. It's a pretty big cup. It's not like crazy. It's about the same size as like you'd see somebody bringing on like a boat day. Okay. No, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Yep. Oh, wrong button. How many ounces does it hold if you know? I don't know. Many. Doesn't say. Agreed. So I brought my huge gallon jug to work, full of ice water, so I didn't have to constantly get up and walk all the stairs up to the ice machine and water fountain. It's not laziness, just energy efficiency. My coworkers called it the creeper beater because it was heavy with ice and water. That'll do it. Why is there just milk in here? I don't want. Don't want. Shit. Okay. That can be worked on while I'm gone. I think I need... crossbow would be good. So I need wood, more iron ingots, and some nails. Oh, you know what? I should probably get some poison damage. If I unlock the poison arrow, if I can find a depresso, maybe. You know what I mean? Because depresso drops venom glands in the ranch. Oh, I also still only have the stone pickaxe. I need the metal pickaxe as well. So I just need all of the iron ingots, basically. I need more than that. Let's go get a few of these. I could probably also get a rush ore while I'm over here. Rush ore would be great for the lightning boss. Ooh, the tundra schematic. Yeah. Oh God. Got him. You're gonna lose this game anytime soon. It's gonna be to a rush ore. No, come on. I do keep seeing a bunch of cups around. They keep thinking of sending you one. Go birds. Go birds. I don't want to be overweight. That just takes too long. We're not trying to do that all day. Just need a few, a little bit of ore so I can go back and make sure that Fox Sparks has enough going on. Always ABS. Always be smelting. Shoes. You know what? I'm secure in my masculinity. I'll admit it. I need my Palworld trad wife to come back. Insane sentence. Your term, not mine. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, do I have enough to make that? Oh, I'm missing wood. Crazy. I never would have guessed that. Oh, I can deploy another pal. I think... I know Eichter Deer can chop wood. But I need Eichter Deer. He's my ride. I think Tanzi can do logging. If I get Tanzi, lumbering. Whoops. Lumbering search. Okay, so I have another lift monk, but we already have one deployed. Paparai can log, but I need him in the team right now. So yeah, Tanzi can do logging. Let's throw Tanzi in here. And fix his assignment to the logging site. So he's always logging. Hello, party people. How are we this evening? What's up, Biku? Welcome in. Okay. Because I need the sphere workbench, but I also need the iron axe. Or the metal axe, I should say. All right. What do you guys think? Did we just go for the tower? We just go for the tower now? Because if I can beat the tower like this, then I know I'm stressing a bit too much about the play. But if I can't beat the tower like this, then I'd rather have to restart early. 50 wood? That's crazy. And 2 nails. All right, let's make the nails. And then I need 50 wood to make the crossbow. I'm going to make the crossbow. I'm going to go in with the crossbow. I have 10 poison arrows. So my hope here is that I'm able to poison Grisbolt within 10 poison arrow shots. Because my damage output is pretty low. Don't know the danger level of this said tower is. It is the first tower, so it's the lowest danger level of any of the towers. But on hardcore mode, my damage output is 0.5, and the amount of damage I take is increased to 2. So I take twice the amount of damage, and I deal half the normal amount of damage. And if I'm a little bit off with my timing of stuff, I think Grisbolt probably has the chance to one-shot at least T-Fant, probably. How easy was it on normal mode? I can do it on normal mode really easily. Ooh, I should get the metal spear as well. Because if I run out of ammo...
Drink water!
Think you got it then? Let's hope. In normal mode, I don't have to really rely on my pals as much as I do in this. Because I do very little damage. So I have to rely on my pals to do all the damage for me. But it's still pretty early days. I think we're under day 10 in game. Finished my book? Hell yeah, Maxim. What book were you reading? right. Let's just go. Let's just go and see what we can do. If this doesn't work and I have to restart, I know, one, I'll definitely have to get a rush ore in here just for more ground pal damage. And I'll probably also want to catch chill it before I head in. MC Properi. The time has come. Across the Vanishing Sky by Catherine Cowles. Was it good? Did you enjoy it? It was a hell of a read, romance suspense thriller. Does that mean it was good? Very good. Okay. Well, then I'm glad you enjoyed it. Zoe and Grisbold. It is poisoned, I think. Is it? Yeah, he's poisoned. No lock-on laser for Pupperai. Ugh. Shit. Huh. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. First try. Egg incubator. I need a lighter theme that doesn't involve missing people. Yeah, I'm sure there's a book out there like that. Megasphere, sphere workbench, average feed bag. How are the pals' healths? They're good. Everybody survived. Pupperai got kind of close. Pupperai got kind of close, but I was able to pull him away before he died. I could throw out Ike their deer towards the end. I already started this guy's mission. No, I need one more. Village chief. And I'll go talk to Zoe. Hooray, not death. Yeah. My favorite type of not death. Continuing to not death. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I did everything. Okay. Like a school romance fits the bill just fine. Enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. Key sphere, da-da-da, all that good stuff. Ba-da-da. Cool. Search for clues about the next tower. Okay, I will. Did I miss? How'd I miss that big old head? Okay, we did unlock the PAL condenser, which is good. Feel weird about school romances now. I'm 37, like I can watch it, but now I'm all maternal about it. Yeah, I imagine it would be weird to read a romance book with all of the characters being 15 and 16. Feels weird. A second treasure chest. Skip most of the romance parts, honestly, like I do in most books, because I am on the asexual spectrum. Can I ask why you read them then? If you're ace and you skip all the romance parts, can I ask why you're reading a romance book? Like, because there are other books. That's the only reason I'm asking. Nice shot, night chat. Thanks for answering my questions, giving me some cool insights. Hope you all have a great night, morning. Love y'all, mean it. Good night, Big Mamba Bear. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, now we have the PAL materials chest. Start organizing this stuff a little bit. Bene, 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 bene. Wood. I think I might be asexual, but I don't know. That's a journey for you, Love Mystery. It is not a journey for me. So, yay, relationship development, plot movement, boo, poorly written, fluid swapping. Am I correct? Just say sex scene. Just say sex scene. From a writing standpoint, it's honestly either easier to allude and imply the acts than write about them. Let the reader imagination handle it. Yeah, from a writer's standpoint, I imagine from a writer's standpoint, it's also easier to not write a book and just tell the reader to imagine the story happening. But that's not why people read. Like, we're used to writing around what the automod might filter out. Hey, thank you for the raid, Sam. Welcome in. Hello, hi. How are we doing today? What were we back in the movie store today, Sam? Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Very nice. What's up, raid? Hello, Erica Yoshi. Hello, Sam. Hello, anybody else who maybe have popped in there. Welcome in. Hi, my name is Ben Brainerd. I'm a nationally touring stand-up comedian. Right now we're doing some Palworld on hardcore mode, which means if I die, the run is over. If any of my pals die, they cannot be revived. And I've also added a little bit of rule so that if I cannot have more than one of any one pal unless I'm specifically trying to condense them. So if one pal dies, I have to get rid of all of the other pals that I have that are that one, if that makes sense. If you've never played Palworld, I imagine that wouldn't make sense. But we just beat our first tower boss. I was a little worried about it. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Is my Foxpark still alive? It is, Piku. Here's your Foxparks right here. We do need... We just unlocked some stuff because of leveling up. I need to build the sphere workbench, but I think I need more iron. Yeah, I need to go get more iron ingots. So let's go over here and get some iron ingots. Get some iron ore so we can get some ingots smelting. What are we up to in Baldur's Gate 3, Sam? If you have to raid and run, I understand it's late. You gotta get some food and get some sleep and stuff. So if you gotta raid and run, please feel free to raid and run. But if you're gonna stick around, I hope Baldur's Gate was fun today. And that you made all of the right choices and you didn't upset anybody that you didn't want to upset. Level up. Oh, we have a fishing rod now. And a wheat plantation and a mill and a wooden board. Doing a crowd control honor run with a cute little garden gnome. Her name is Gardenia Nomia. Adorable. A druid of the Spores forest gnome. I love that. Didn't think I'd like her as much as I do, but I am in love with her. Haha. Well, she's got an adorable name. So unfortunately, you do just eventually fall in love with any character that you've given an adorable name to. Crowd control. What kinds of control does the crowd have? I have not looked into crowd control for Baldur's Gate 3 before. She's wearing a cute little green outfit with a red mushroom cap. Adorable. I couldn't picture Gardenia Nomia in anything other than that. That was the first thought that popped in my head. Was a green outfit and a red mushroom cap. Crowd control is insane in Baldur's Gate 3. People be dropping enemies everywhere. Yeah. I've looked at some of the stuff that crowd control can do for Elden Ring. And that's fucking insane. And I can't imagine the type of shit they can do in an even more open world type of thing. So chaotic, but it's been really fun. Good. As long as you're having fun doing it, that's the goal. Because if it doesn't bring joy to your soul, people won't enjoy watching it. Or so I say. I don't know. Sometimes chat can be pretty vindictive. And there you go. No. I actually prefer when you struggle. I want to see you not happy. But not my chat. Not never. No, they wouldn't do that. They're good over here. We're good over here. We're good people. No. Never. I can make a wheat plantation. I can not build the mill. I don't have enough for the average feed bag. I go buy leather. Good boys, gals, and days. Yeah, whether or not they want to agree to that, I don't know. Sam, are you allowing your chat to also pick who you are romancing? Or is it just Karlach every time? Because Karlach. Leather, please. We've decided on Halcyon because it... Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's always Astarian daddy for me. Oh, you like him twinky. Okay. You like him frail. I see you. I get it. I understand. You like him pale and weak and kind of dumb. I'm struggling because he is just so flirty and charming. Yeah. So here's the thing about Astarian. He has to be flirty and charming because that is how he survives. If he was not flirty and charming, he would be eaten. Yes, that's exactly how I like them, actually. And I love that for you. I can't do that. It's basic, but like I was kind of about Shadowheart on my first playthrough. I really didn't care that she was like in league with Satan or whatever. She's fine. I'm not trying to... yeah. I feel like they just didn't have enough... Like, the variety of women in Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of like... Do you want this evil but otherwise normal-looking person that's hot? Do you want this potentially evil alien fish lady who's also just very, very angry? Or do you want this demon lady who's really buff? If you're a straight man, you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, those are your three options. And I haven't met every woman in the world, right? But I'm willing to bet that there's more variation. How would you describe the men? Describe any man. Do you want a twink? Great, Astarian. Do you want like you want like a normal looking dude who's actually kind of charming and can stand up for himself? You have Will. Do you want a woodsy furry? Halcyon. Do you want a nerdy guy who eats weird shit? Gale. Like, they knew what they were doing and they should have done this. However, it does become painfully obvious that when it came to romance, all they cared about was the opinions of the girls, the gays, and the theys. I don't think they consulted a single straight man about, like, what a decent romance option would be. He do be eating weird shit and then yelling at you for looking at a dead spider. You'd think if he eats weird shit, then he would be more of an eater. Am I allowed to say it on here? They got my money and then some. Yeah. They kind of made a game for dudes and then went, how do we get the girls, the gays, and the theys to also play this game? I've got it. Let's make all of the romance options specifically for them. Huh? And here's the deal. That's exactly what they should have done. Because as a straight man, if there wasn't any romance in that game, I still would have played it. I bought the game twice. I have no room to say anything bad about it. Actually, I think that gives you twice as much room to say bad things about it, Sam. Because at the end of the day, at no point am I saying it's a bad game. All I'm saying is this one facet of the game is very obviously geared towards everybody else. Won't someone, please, for the first time, please, someone think of the straight white man? We are underrepresented. None of the women were his type either. Yeah, none of the 3 women were his type. Oh, it broke into your Sims budget. Whoa. That's crazy. Not your Sims budget. That is very high praise for a game, though, Biku. Or at least that part of the game. God, I got so distracted by making fun of Sam for liking twinks that I completely forgot what I was doing in this game. Sphere workbench? Nails. Though we have argued over which of us gets to date Halson, so... Right. The guy who gets to turn into a bear if you so choose. No further implications of anybody there. It's just a guy that you can have sex with you as a bear. And Halson would say, why argue? Probably. Sphere workbench. God, where do I want to put this? Right here? I guess. We can do that. A bear. Nope. No subtext there. Yeah. Not at all. A polyamorous bear? Can 2 player characters date him at once, though? I don't know. It's probably a question for Sam. My main kink is with the vampire trait. He just also happened to be hot and have the best voice actor they could hire for his character. Right. Sure. No, it's totally fine. I'm not judging you. Too much. But I am blaming Sarah J. Maas for all this. Who doesn't love a hot vampire? I mean, come on. You know, I would say something, but is Elvira a vampire? Honorary? Yes. That's not how that works, Biku. Is Elvira a vampire? Historian is just not my type of twink. He's too dumb. I hate to break this to you, Maxim, but that's what a twink is. Twinks are dumb because they're malnourished. She certainly thinks she's a vampire. Listen. When you look the way Elvira does, you can tell me whatever you want. If Elvira looked at me and said, I'm a vampire, I would be like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And I fucking love vampires now. And I don't think any one of you can blame me for that. What the fuck am I doing? I guess I can make the beginner fishing set. Oh, we gotta go catch Chillet. Fuck yeah, Chillet. He's not dumb, he's surviving. What do you mean by that? Explain your reasoning. Say more words about that right now. He is dumb and a little more wounded than I like in my men. Yeah. Okay, so here are the options, right? Here's a question. Here's a question, and I understand the social commentary take that exists within this question, but why? Why in Baldur's Gate 3, all of the women are hyper independent, but the men get to be needy? Do unfortunately have to run. I have to make my daughter's lunch and go to bed, but I hope you have a great rest of the stream. Thank you for the raid once again, Sam. Thank you for hanging out. Get some rest. Make a good lunch. Be a good man. All of that. I'm sure I'll see you around the Twitch space again. Good night. I have way too much ore. Well, this is what we're doing now. He and most of the men seem dependent/codependent, but the women are very independent and don't always like to be cared for. Yeah. And, like, you could very easily be like, oh, it's just a subversion of tropes, you know? Sure. Just mix and match a little bit. I wonder what the demographics of the development team look like. Yes, thank goodness we didn't make the women in that game damsel distress. Not, I mean, okay. It's not what I meant. You know it. Good night. Ridiculous. Like one girl that wants the attention and one man who can stand on his own. Yeah, that'd be nice. It's a hard course correction what makes it feel inauthentic to us. Yeah. Or just as Maxim put it, one of the women just like also kind of want to be wanted. And one man who knows how to fucking survive on his own? Maybe? Just mix and match it a little bit, you know? Have I unlocked the ability to make just simple bait? Donde? No. There's a lot of risk to women who want to be wanted. We got and don't survive long, not happily anyway. Okay, in the world of Baldur's Gate 3, that risk also exists for men. And yet... Also in the real world, that also... Is that risk equal? In Baldur's Gate 3... where there's demons and devils and dragons and shit, where like the game begins because you were kidnapped and had a weird brain worm implanted inside of your head indiscriminately. Yeah. How's that any different from the real world? The difference is the dangers for men in Baldur's Gate 3 are acknowledged. Human women also aren't safe from their normal family and spouses. Sure, we're talking about Baldur's Gate 3, which is a video game in a fictional world. Secondarily, like, because I know from like my own personal experience of growing up and seeing it, domestic violence also happens against men. And usually when it does, the police will still just arrest the man. And I'm not saying this because I want to minimize what women have to live through always. I'm not. However, to say that men are not in any danger at all is crazy. Would you say it happens to men and women at the same degree? No, didn't say that. And I'm not going to say that. It probably happens to men at a higher degree than people realize. A much higher degree than it gets reported. Men are subject to domestic violence more often without reporting it. Women are more likely to die than men typically in those situations. Yeah. We probably will never know, like, the actual amount of domestic violence that happens to men because they just don't report it. because it's not seen as being serious. What am I doing? I make some mega spheres. That men are expected to be tough, and it's not abusive if a woman does it. Yeah, basically. Every man I've dated, many of my friends have been subject to domestic violence in one form or another, so have most of the women in my life. It's a sad reality. Yep. Yeah, it's not fun or good. Yeah, they don't report essays. Well, yeah, well, part of that is because they're told that it's not assault. Like, there's so much of, like, the average man's existence that they don't know is not okay until they're like 30, and for the first time in their life a woman looks at them and goes, hey, that's not good, and the man has to be like, what do you mean? Everybody I've ever spoken to has said that that's a good thing and that's how life is supposed to be and that's what it is. And the woman goes, no, that's not okay. Yeah, my point is hyper independent women come from somewhere. It makes sense we see it in media. Yeah. I'm not saying hyper independent women don't exist. I'm saying in a game where, like, a decent chunk of your draw comes from the romance aspect, having just 3 flavors of the same woman versus a plethora of options for anybody of any other, like, alignment is not the correct term, but that's the only one that's popping in my head right now. You guys know what I mean. It just feels eh. You said so yourself. Who are they marketing to? The girls, the gays, and the days. Right. But it's not because, like, I say that because what they've handed us makes it painfully obvious that that's what they were doing. It's not like they put that on the cover where they're like, and this part is for the girls, the gays, and the theys. So expect that. It's just like, I looked at what was on my plate and went, you did not make this dinner for me. Someone in that demographic, I still feel let down in a lot of ways. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much they could do. Sure, but if you were to interweave exposure to said types of group subliminally and targeting those that are stereotypically sheltered, I don't think I'm picking up what you're writing out there, Red Sky. I wish they did that because I buy just because because of the title. You say you'd buy the game if the title just said, and this part is for the girls, the gays, and the days. I think there's a healthy way to show yearning for connection that isn't Disney princess propaganda weird. Yeah, pretty easily. Have you heard of a game called Date Everything? I have, Ventus Blizzard. It is not a game for me. I'm assuming that gamers have no life and don't get out too much to meet people who are different than them. Why would you assume that? Also, I feel like a lot of people would fit that description. It does give you a lot of romance options. Yeah, well, I mean that the whole point of that game is just romance. Like the whole goal of Date Everything is to just romance everything. And much like when I'm reading a book, I'm okay that romance happens, but if romance is the main goal of the plot, I'm not that interested. What do I need at the base right now? I think it's fine. Everything's fine right now. I'm gonna go catch Chillet. But I have to use the restroom first. Crazy thing to assume is someone who spends a little bit of an unhealthy amount of time of games. I can confirm gamers get out. I've left town 3 times this month to go with friends to different cities. Yeah. Okay. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Gotta check. We gotta go catch Chillet. Is that long stick in your bag? It's a spear. So the mods require crazy rigs. The game looks like it'd be easy to run. It should be pretty easy to run. Totally strange. I need... It's fine. Wait. 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 Damn. I have every single Sims game and expansion pack ever to exist, and a lot of mods. A lot of mods. I should go play some soccer tomorrow. Any more sunlight? There you go. How's the game going tonight? Pretty good so far. Zero Dark DC. We beat the first tower boss. It's over here. We beat the first tower boss. It went a lot easier than I thought it was going to go. Which is a good thing. And then right now, we are heading to Chillet. My first Alpha Pal fight. Hey, thank you for the follow, Zero Dark. Yeah, we're on a hardcore mode, so if I die, the run is over. If any of my pals die, they cannot be brought back to life. What's your favorite pal so far? I don't know. They don't have any... I didn't know there was a hardcore mode. It's a mod. It is not a mod. It's just one of their settings. They don't have any alligator pals? Which I find deeply upsetting. This pal looks so much like Xerneas, and I can't unsee it now. I don't know what Xerneas is, but if Xerneas is a deer, then yes, that pal does look like a deer. I didn't realize the lack of alligator pals, but now I want one. Yeah, there's not really any... There are no swampy pals. Xerneas is a legendary deer Pokemon from X and Y era. I never played that one. There aren't really any snakes. There are no spiders. Well, I guess there's one spider, but the spider is like half furry. An adorable spider. Yeah. I mean, you can call me weird, but if I'm catching a wild animal that I'm going to go to life or death battle with, I don't think adorable is what I'm going for. Anyone spider that doesn't trigger my arachnophobia is a jumping spider. Well, good news for you, Maxim. This spider in this game can double jump. Whoa! I do feel like they, like, there are quite a few good PAL designs in this game, but I do feel like they leaned a bit too much into dorky, derpy, and adorable. And not enough. There aren't enough pals that I would like describe as being like cool. They kind of, when they go for like cool, it really, they really overshoot it. Like that one World Tree Dragon that fires rockets. I like Foxolin. I don't know if I've found Foxolin. Do you mean Foxicle? I found Renjishi recently in my offline playthrough, and he's neat. But Renjishi to me just feels too much just like a random ass anime character. Put all these pals in a pile, dive into that pile, and die of cuteness. Oh. The Fox Sparks Christ one. Oh, the one that's called Fox Sparks Christ. Pal I've named after you on Community 1. That's what it's called. I forget which one you named after me, Grimmy. Who do I replace? I do this, then I can put Ector Deer here. And I can undo that. Foxicle. Right, okay. And we can grab this. Foxicle is cool. I like Foxicle. And we can do this. Are the rules like a Nuzlocke where if one of your pals faint, they die? Yes. And that is just the actual setting in the game, not a personal rule. If you're playing on hardcore mode, if your pal dies, you cannot bring it back. Okay, what am I? I need a cooking pot, wheat plantation. I don't have the cooking pot unlocked yet, so I need 2 more levels of that. Can you still catch multiple of each pal? You can, but I have imposed the self rule that I can only ever use one of any pal at a time. So if I have one of that pal in my base, I can't also use him in my party, and vice versa. And if one of them dies, I have to get rid of all of the extras that I have. But I'm allowed to catch extras for the purpose of condensing. Cognito is my favorite pal, I think, forever. Oh, nice. Cognito's pretty cool. The Plague Doctor stuff is always fun. Really? I have 30 iron ingots, which is good. And condensing and breeding, I'm assuming. Yeah. The breeding as well, but I probably won't be breeding pals unless I'm trying to get more for condensing. Ben, where did the knack for self-restriction and making a game harder than it needs to be come from? I don't know. That's just where I get joy. If a game is too easy, it's not fun for me. So I need a game to be the correct amount of challenging for me to enjoy it. It's probably why I like the Souls games. Cool looking one. I haven't decided I like Eidrilon because of the frog chirping and the floppy physics. I've only seen Eidrilon. I don't know how he acts and stuff. But like my favorite Pokemon are Totodile, Feraligatr, Fuecoco. I like Ursaring. There aren't really any tough pals. Is there a bear pal other than the panda? I don't think so. I think Mossanda and Mossanda Lux are like the two bears. But they're like floaty and they spin around and they dance and they're soft. Why can't I make simple bait?
Drink water!
Strange you can walk around with a pistol, but few of the pals are also gangsta. Yeah. I mean, there are a few pals that you can give a weapon to. I forgot that fish that has a gun.
Hey Quasimodo, here to ring the bells?
Something fin. Land fin or something like that? Shark fin? Not sure. Simple bait is an automatic recipe. Oh. It is. Huh. But I need wheat. And the mill. Gobfin. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. If I do this. Yeah. Do you need to teach the pals to use the guns, or do they just know? You gotta teach them. The ones that can, you gotta, like, build the gun for them, and then they can use it. So this new thing where every time I'm watching a stream where posture check was a thing, I do one of my PT stretches. Gotta take care of yourself. Okay, I need the mill. Guess I could just do the mill. Need 10 wooden boards. Okay. Ooh, what are we gonna get? Herbal with healing coach. Thanks. Okay, so I need 10 boards to build the mill. I think the boards all need 1 nail, so I need 10 nails. My cat is helping by sitting on my lower back. Ah, so helpful. I love that. What a good pet. Okay, 10 wooden boards. Yeah, get over here, Cativa. Work. And then we can build the mill. Okay. Can't do the PAL condenser yet because I need ancient sieve parts. In order to get ancient sieve parts, I need to fight bosses. We can go over here and fight the Foxicle. We'll go fight the Foxicle. Did you get to chill it? Also, did you name it already? I have not named it yet. I did get to chill it, though. So, yeah. If you're in chat and you want chill it to be named after you, type ! new pal. Red Sky 67, Tracer 25, Piku with a 39, Kel with a 51. Looks like Red Sky is going to win this with a 67. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. He got in the way. What do you want from me? Okay. If you catch a cop, can we reroll to name it? By the rules I have set forth, yes. Red Sky, you win the Chillet Derby. Red Sky, Blue Chillet. That was so dumb. Who was the first cop caught to be named Inspector Gadget? I don't plan on catching them. The only reason I even shot the man is because he jumped in front of my arrow. You want moves warning about Foxicle, or do you want to go in blind? Oof. Hooray! Oh, 7 ancient civ parts for that? That's crazy. Nice. Okay, Mega Shield. Lockpicking tool. Found out about catching people when I had a Lunaris in my party and tried stealing the Rayhound at Fisherman Village, but the sphere auto-locked onto the quest guy. It's a crazy way to find out. Lunaris said, I want a new dad. Ow. Oh. Okay, maybe now that guy won't jump in front of my arrows, and I can finish catching these Kelpsy. Shit. Still have not gotten this game. It's fun. If you enjoy creature capture games or survival building games or anything like that, I would recommend it for sure. All right, let's go see what that is up there. Oh yeah, I don't have a mount. I got rid of my mount in the place of Chillet. Cost of living is just stopping me. Totally fair. Everything sucks. When do you play Dark Souls? I love that game. I don't really have like a set schedule where like on this day I play Palworld. On this day I played Elden Ring or anything like that. I kind of just play whichever game is going to give me joy that day. Update your stream schedule, by the way. Oh, yeah, because I have to play later. When the sun goes down. You have new list pals to name? Hopefully I can be in here for naming a Foxicle. If you tip $5, I'll just name Foxicle after you. But I'm not going to call for the naming of a pal until I use that pal, either in the base or in the party. My boss just staged mistake, so he had reason to lower our hours until Christmas rush. That's fucked. You should put a wild animal in the backseat of his car. It's a cool wolf pal. Yeah, dire wolf. Oh, the grappling gun. I forgot to make myself a grappling gun. Do 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 do. Whisper. The Wi-Fi came back. Now I can get back to Minecraft. Welcome back. What? Ow. Server management fault forcing him to lie like this, but they are in Tennessee. Is that Tennessee? Hey, thank you for the $5 tip, Grimmy. Appreciate that. Ow. Choose someone from chat who doesn't have one named. Okay. Shit. 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 Thank God. Find the correct position. What the fuck? What was that? I couldn't hear you after the thanks. I just read your message, Grimmy. Choose someone from chat who doesn't have one named, and I said, okay, I will. I have a little Pokemon ritual I do with my thumbs to make it work better. I remember all those little tricks. Gotta hold A until the third wobble. Really? Mash until second wobble, then hold. Right. That's the one, yeah. Holding A works. It's not folklore, I swear. No, for real. You just gotta believe. If you don't believe that it'll happen, then it won't happen. I really should not be doing this with this little health, this low health. But what can I say? Shit. Come on, Tombat. Believe it. Ugh. Righteous. Sorry, I watched dub because I'm uncultured. Not speaking Japanese does not make you uncultured. I do the work and read the subtitles because my boyfriend wants to become fluent and I love him enough to try. That's really nice. Jesus Christ, Rushor, go in the damn ball. Stay in the damn ball. What the hell? Whose mans is this? That's a tricky pal, yeah. Didn't realize I kept hearing that the bio. Starting to think my auditory processing issues started much earlier than I originally realized. No. It's probably just like a super normal phenomenon that bilingual speakers have pretty often. Your brain knows that the bio and believe it are the same. And so your brain has decided that either phrase is interchangeable. So when you're kind of half paying attention, they both sound the same to your brain. That's all that is. I had a hard time just learning English till I was 10. I think it's impossible for me to even if I had a Japanese girlfriend. I don't think having a Japanese girlfriend is what would put you over the edge. I think effort is probably what puts you over the edge. Effort and immersion. Immersion would be part of effort. If you're putting in the effort, you're also going to immerse yourself. New pal captured. Ooh, a purple treasure chest. Level up. Go forward. Get straight. It's not too late. God. Please stay in the ball. Thank you. It's my 5th lift monk. I hear Korean is easier, though don't have a reason to try yet. Been too busy with life issues. Yeah. You don't need to learn Korean, but it's kind of fun to have that little thing as a hobby. Japanese is difficult because of all the layers of like respect that you have to learn about when speaking. Like there's a lot of different ways to say the same thing depending on who you're speaking to when you say it. Some pals make it easy for you to take them home. Yeah. And the rest are really mean. Okay. I'm back. Let's dump all this. The 3 written languages of Japanese also make it challenging. Yeah, I could see how that would make it challenging. Oh yeah, I have Dogecoins now. Oh, the pal following him is so cutie. Yeah, that's Daydream. Daydream likes to follow around and blast by enemies. Work, 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 work. Ooh, we have another fire pal. Got another fire pal. Ruby, another ruby. All right, well. Not the type of fire pal I was hoping for, but fire pal nonetheless. Cutie and deadly. Cutie and deadly indeed. I'm not gonna waste my time like this. Oh shit. Okay. Y'all just wanted to fuck up that Cativa real quick? Sure. I tend to learn faster if my ability to get good food depends on it. Someone is plotting a raid against your base? Oh, no. Who would do such a thing? Do you wanna die? Well, ain't the dead Cativa? Nope. Could be her friends. She heard about it. All right. This raid, I feel, is going to be the last thing I do tonight. Okay, can we... Vanguard is really good. Did you name Foxicle? No, not yet. I should so I don't forget, though. Frick. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Herd of starving wild pals. Okay. We can try to catch some of these. All right. Guess I'm running up the cliff. You better not kill anybody at my base right now. Whew. Raid defeated. Let's go. Well done, everybody. We survived. This Cativa. Oh, Cativa's eating. Okay, good. Okay, Grimmy. You are the one who tipped $5 to name Foxicle. And you said just choose someone from chat who hasn't done one yet. But if you put it up to me to pick somebody from chat, I'm just going to make them do the random number thing again. Which then just kind of makes it feel like you spent $5 for nothing. So are you sure you don't want to name the Foxicle, or at least pick someone to name the Foxicle after? You want me to pick? You paid for it. You sent me $5 to pick the name. Danny. Okay. Do we know what Danicle? Danicle. And I do need to build a cooler soon. So I'll probably have to use Danicle. I love how it suggests Canucks for Danik. Oh, did it? Okay, let me throw this last egg in here. And then we're going to call it for the day. Would you mind hitting me up on Discord over the weekend? I need to talk to you about something. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. If it's something that you need to talk to me about, then yes. If it's something you can talk to my mod Annie about, please go through her, because she is much more likely to actually check Discord. But let me check. Let me see who's online on Twitch, streaming right now. Oh, that's really loud. There's a person on here whose name I don't recognize, but I think maybe they rated us recently. XAI Zai. Let's see. There's a few people on that I kind of want to raid. I feel like we haven't rated Noelia in a minute. She's online right now streaming Mortal Shell 2, and she's in cosplay. I don't know who the cosplay is of. But Noelia is great. So let's hop in this raid and let's go kick it with Noelia. Make sure y'all hang out. Give her a follow. Stick around and chat for a little bit with her. She's great. It's Alloy, Aloy. I don't know who Alloy is, but that's the cosplay Noelia is in. Anyway, hop in this raid, guys. Let's go kick it with Noelia. Today is Thursday, so no stream until Monday. Actually, I might have to take Monday off because Sunday I'm supposed to be doing like a long ass D&D game. We'll see. I gotta update my Twitch schedule anyway. But yeah, Monday. If not Monday, then Tuesday. We'll be back again on Tuesday. It'll be episode 1 of the new campaign with Fef, the new Terraform season. So tune in Tuesday for episode 1 of the new campaign. That's all I had to say. Hop in the raid. See you guys later. Oh, raid call is Brain Raid. Brain Raid.